Hello, beloved. I want to thank you so much for coming back to my channel today. If today is your first time, I do want to welcome you. On today's episode, we will be taking it step by step as usual. I hope that you will enjoy the making today. May God richly bless you, and remember that life without Jesus Christ is lifeless. Until next time, please keep watching. On today's episode, I'm going to show you how I make my deer horse stew. Some people also call it as TUOZAAFI stew. So the ingredients are very simple, and so is the making. Without further much ado, let me go ahead and show you what I'm going to use to make this wonderful recipe. Over here, I have blended my habanero pepper and my fresh tomatoes. This is my palm nut oil. Some people tend to use both palm nut and vegetable oil. So if that's your choice, please go ahead and do that. In this bowl, I have blended some onions, ginger, and some garlic. So I'm using my assorted meat. This is cow feet. Some people tend to use kero. You can use tripe if you like, and I'm using beef with it too. This is my salt. For my seasoning, I'm using paprika, oregano leaves, and some ground clove. You also need your Maggi cube stock and your chicken bouillon seasoning. So this is the stock from the meat and the cow feet that I cooked. If you are interested, please stay tuned and we'll take it step by step. Also, you need your saucepan to make the stew. So let's get started. I have my stove on medium heat, and I'm going to start off by pouring my palm oil. We are going to wait for our palm oil to heat up, and then we'll be adding our additional ingredients. So whilst our palm nut is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and pour in my blended ginger, garlic, and the onions. Just give it a stir and have it cook. Let's allow it to cook for about 10 minutes. I will come back and add the additional ingredients. Please keep watching. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and pour in my blended tomatoes and the habanero pepper and then have it cook. Just give it a stir. Let it all mix in. At the same time too, we can go ahead and add our seasoning. Our Maggi cube stock and the rest of the seasoning. Also, I can add my salt, a little bit of the salt. And the salt should be to your taste, please. And then go ahead and give it a stir. And let's leave it to cook for about 15 minutes, and we'll come back and check up on it. Please keep watching. So at this point, I'm going to add my meat to the stew. You want to make sure that The stew has nicely infused with your meat. And then after adding the meat, I'm going to pour some of the stock on top of the meat and allow it to cook with it. So I'm simply going to add some of the stock, like I mentioned before. Okay, so the difference between deer whole stew and regular stew is that you want your deer whole stew to be a bit soupy as opposed to the regular stew, the ones you use to eat your yams or your rice. Okay, so this is good enough for me. I'm just going to allow it to cook. Let's give it an additional 15 minutes and our stew will be ready. Please keep watching. Hello beloved, I want to thank you so much for staying tuned and learning how to make my TUOZAAFI or Diehu sauce. As you saw, the making was very simple and this is the ending result. It tastes very delicious. I just want you all to know that I do have a video for the Diehu making and also for the Ayoyo soup. If you have any questions, please leave them down below for me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. May God richly bless you. So this is the Diehu stew. Enjoy!